There is a goldmine of video ideas sitting right under your nose. Hi, my name is Kevin, and by the end of this video, you'll have a system that automatically finds, ranks, and organizes unlimited content ideas. These are ideas that are practically guaranteed to succeed. If you want to have no more creator's block, no more guessing what your audience really wants, I'll show you how to have a constant stream of video ideas that your viewers are already asking for. I've been creating content for several months now, but sometimes coming up with new video ideas is tough. The biggest breakthrough for me has been when I stopped trying to come up with new ideas from scratch and saw what others requested in YouTube comments. And after watching a video where someone built a somewhat similar system with some missing elements, I want to build a system for myself so I can actually use it. And as I was about to start building this, I thought, why not just record what I'm doing? So this is what I'm going to be doing today. In this video, I'm going to be covering, number one, how to scrape videos from your favorite creators. Then we'll extract the comments of those specific videos. We'll filter them for content ideas because not all YouTube comments will be about content ideas. Next, we'll set up an Airtable system where we will organize these ideas. And finally, I will reveal how I will rank ideas to identify the real winners. So it's like literally we're picking the best of the best. And as a bonus, I'll show you how to, or how I will craft killer hooks for each idea. So I'll have that ready to go. So it makes the process of starting to record a video as frictionless as possible. If you're still struggling to come up with video ideas, you're probably spending hours, sometimes even more, brainstorming different ideas, only to create content that doesn't perform. So why not do or take what's working and use that? Because your competitors are, and they're growing their channels, they're growing their websites, their blogs, with content that people actually want to watch. Every day you're not using such a system or something along these lines is another day of missed opportunities and slower growth. So this is not what I want for myself and for you watching this video. So this is why I'm building this today. Before we get started, what I will say is that if you want to download this blueprint that I'll be building today, you can do so for free at the moment, like so. So if you click on the link in the description, you'll get to this website where you can go to the classroom section, find the video that will be probably here at the top, and you can click on it, and then you'll be able to download the blueprint from n8n. And if this eventually loads, you'll have the blueprint right here that you can just click, download, and update or upload right into your n8n instance. So you just import from file, and that will allow you to import the blueprint directly. So if that sounds good, let's get right into it. So what are we essentially building? So we need, first of all, a way to scrape YouTube, right? And one of the tools I always love using is this Epify platform, which allows you to build full stack platform, or which promises to be a full stack platform for web scraping. And what I'm interested in, first of all, is things related to YouTube. So there's a YouTube scraper. So this is a YouTube crawler and video scraper, alternative YouTube API with no limits or quotas. Okay, that sounds good. Video downloader, not really. Comment scraper, okay, yep, probably need that. We could also go with a transcript scraper if we wanted to grab this transcript, but a bit out of bounds for the purpose of this video. What I'm interested in is a channel scraper. And I think, let's have a look at this. So essentially, we start with scraping the videos of a channel. And let's say we run this every week, for example. So every week we get new ideas for the upcoming week from our favorite creators and the comments that people have left in their videos. So this is a fast YouTube channel scraper. It's a data extraction tool that extracts channel information from YouTube and going beyond the limitations of YouTube Data API. As soon as you provide a channel ID, so this is great, this is what I had in mind in terms of input, you'll be able to extract the YouTube channel data, name, number of videos, subscribers, bio, link in description, etc. Basic data from each video on the channel. Great, so we get the YouTube URL as well. So we get the video URL, And then, so let's put this here. We could use something like this YouTube comment scraper. So this alternative YouTube data API, no limits, extract YouTube comments from one or multiple YouTube videos. Great. Full comment text, posting date, username, video title, video ID. Download YouTube comments in JSON, CSV, and Excel. Great. So this is exactly what we're after. And as you will notice here with Epify, you get to try for free and you pay $1 for 1,000 videos, which is quite a lot of videos. Also with this second one, you pay $2 for 1,000 comments. So with like $3, you can scrape 1,000 videos and 1,000 comments. So that's quite a lot of comments and videos. Okay, sounds good. So let's get right into building this. I'm going to hit try for free, and this will take us to Epify. Now, if this is your, the quick summary of Epify is that every month you get $5 of free credits right here, which resets at the end of each month. And then if you go over that, you have to pay for usage with most scrapers. Some of them aren't pay per usage. You might also have to pay for actually hiring and using the scraper as a baseline. In this case, it's just pay per usage. So I get 1,000 videos, I pay $1, which is also included in this free usage $5 like money you get at the end or at the beginning of each month. Same thing with this. It's $2 for 1,000 comments, so I'm not paying anything unless I go over that limit of usage. The way this will work is that you have two ways of triggering this. There's the manual input right here, and there's the JSON input. What I'm interested in is the JSON input because I'll be able, or I want to be able to trigger this through n8n. So just to have a look here, this will take as input a direct URL. I can say how many videos I want, shorts, and streams. So what I'm interested in is this maximum videos. So that looks good. There's also some channel sorting and filtering, which says date filtering works approximately based on the date labels like 2 months ago and their video thumbnails. Also doesn't work for shorts. If you choose to scrape posts that are more than 40 days old, you get all videos up to 1 month ago, but not 2 months ago. Okay. So ideally what we want is to filter any old videos that are already listed in our table. So we'll have to have some logic in terms of that. Then for the comments, we just hit try for free. Let's get a quick overview of what we're working with. Get the YouTube video, so direct video URL, which you can feed in from the output of this. Maximum comments and sorting order. So yeah, it looks pretty straightforward to me. So here we need both the JSON and we also need the API endpoints because we'll be able to run this or want to be able to run this through the API. And what we want is this run actor synchronously and get dataset items. So we're kind of combining two actions in one. If you've used Epify before through something like make.com, you know that there's a kind of 2 or 3 step process where you're first calling the actor, then you're waiting, then you get the trigger when the action is completed, then you need to get the actual dataset items. With this run actor synchronously and get dataset items, that can be kind of combined into just the one action. So with this endpoint URL, you're able to get all that. Okay, sweet. So let's go back to n8n. And actually, let's go to Epify here. We're just going to grab this and let's go to YouTube and try this on. Let's see how to scrape Facebook as library in 9 minutes. Let's see. Okay, let's see Jake Dawson here.
Hey guys.
And let's see, let's make it.com, personalized biochemia is great. So let's just grab this. And obviously you can also use this for your own data as well. If you get comments, in my case, I'm not at that stage where I get a lot of comments yet on a lot of videos. So let's see.
Hey guys.
What this looks like.
Ever thought about
Yeah, I mean, Not a lot of comments there, but maybe let's go with someone else.
Hey guys, today we're
Okay, let's go with Nick. So how to create a useful voice agent, 45 minutes. Okay, yep. Okay, quite a few comments. Can you make this in n8n? Great. So this is what we're looking for. So let's just grab Nick what videos and we'll grab that URL. And if I go back here, I'm just going to replace that. And I'm going to copy this JSON so I'll be able to run it. If I also go back to my API endpoints, I'll have this run actor synchronously. So I'll just copy this and I need to grab the Epify token as well. So for the purpose of this, I think I'll just create a new Epify token. So I go to settings, API and integrations. Let's go to create a new token and let's call this YouTube. I'm going to copy this and I think we have everything I need to start this flow. So let's just trigger this manually for now. I'm going to go to HTTP, make a request. And I'm not sure if I have the ability to import CARD. Let's go back to the scraper, which is this fast YouTube channel scraper, API endpoint. No, I don't think so. No, it's just the endpoint. Okay. Go back here. This should be a post request. I'm going to choose post right here. The endpoint URL is that. We're going to send, I don't know why we'll send, we need to send any headers actually. Epify as the token. I'm going to paste that in. And yeah, that should be good to go. What I will need to send is the JSON, which I will specify below. So that's the JSON that we had right there. So with this, we should get 2 results from this YouTube channel. And let's just test the step and see if that works. So in this case, I guess if it doesn't error out immediately, that's a good thing. Or not, because there's an item, but it's empty. So we have something potentially missing. So this endpoint can be used with post and get, but only the post method allows you to pass input. Okay, so let's see if we test this input or test endpoint, what we get. So this is running. Okay, so I think this actually worked because these are the 2 that I just ran now. And this, I guess, was the one that I got before. So either I'm not using the right endpoint to get the results. Let's have a look. API, endpoints, and what I'm using is this. I believe I'm using this, right? Run, sync, and get dataset. Let's see. Run. Okay, yeah, I'm not using the get dataset. So what I need is this right here. So let's just go back to n8n and I'm just going to paste in my token right there. Let's try again, test step, and see if we now get the actual data. Okay, great. So now I get the ID, the title, how to create a useful voice agent, great, channel name, YouTube URL, which is what we're interested in, channel description, great. So it can also be useful in some situations. Description links, great. So I get a bunch of data right here. So that's the first thing. What I'm interested in is the URL, which is the video URL, not the channel URL. So let's see. So I have title, ID. I guess this is the ID. I'm not sure if we're given the actual ID. We might need to append it to the YouTube URL. Actually, this is the one right here. So URL, And I guess we should also have another one here. So if I search for URL, we get that. These are the URLs in the description. And let's see, where's the second one? So let's go to table. Channel URL. So we get one here and we get another one here. Okay, great. And that's pretty much all I'm interested in when it comes to this first channel, grab channel info or grab latest videos from channel. I'm going to rename that, save. I'm going to also set, actually I think it makes sense to divide and conquer, kind of. So with these two items, yeah, I mean, probably it might make sense to loop over data items so as to be able to analyze each video individually or not. Okay, let's start like this with the two items. So let's just let's keep going like this for now. What I'm going to do next is clone this and let's now get the videos from these, or get the comments from these videos. So let's call this get YouTube comments. And to make that happen, we have the JSON here, which I'm going to copy. We have the API endpoints, just like we had before. And I want the run actor synchronously and get dataset items. So copy that, go back to n8n, go here, paste in my URL, which should also have the API token. YouTube channel scraper, YouTube comment scraper. Okay, so now we're working with the comments one. And I just need to append the right API token. Okay. As for the JSON, I just need to replace that with the new JSON right here. And here, I'm going to change to expression. So I'll be able to insert the URL dynamically rather than having a fixed static URL. They can just paste that in from the URL variable writer. So now, if I run this should get me 10 comments from that latest video, or from the video that I just scraped with the first scraper. Executing. Let's see if we get those comments. Over here, we got some memory increase. So we know that this is actually working. And if we go to runs, we should be able to also see that YouTube comment scraper that was just running. So if I go back to n8n, I now get 20 comments here because we passed 2 items, 10 comments from each, and that makes sense. So we get 20 items. What I'm interested in at this stage is just the comments though. So I'm just going to, I think if I do this, let's test this, I just get the comments. Great. So 20 items went into this or came out of this, but there was a lot of data which I don't really need. So I'm not really interested in publish time, the author of the comment, and so on and so forth. So I just kind of extracted the comments only, which ends up being this. Now, the next part is actually figuring out which comments are useful. So to make that happen, let's just add a basic LLM chain. I think this makes sense, yeah, to have a, I mean, yeah, can just also go with a simple, yeah, whatever, advanced AI. Let's go with agent in case we want to connect further things down the line. Let's go with open router. Let's go with something. Let's test out Google Gemini 2.0 Flash. Why not? Any memory? Not really, we don't need that. Any tools? Not yet. And let's just give it a prompt. And we say, as for the system messenger, helpful YouTube assistant that decides whether a YouTube comment contains a video suggestion that I can actually create for my YouTube channel. I create videos on AI, automation, make.com, n8n.checker. You return output in JSON as follows. Let's say you have status or is content idea. So this can be true or false. And comment, if true, what's the comment? And let's test this out. So if we, let's say the input, and let's just put in the actual comment. And the problem here is that this will pass, I think, all of those. So if we look at, yeah, okay, no, this will pass the first comment here. So let's just test this. And the comment is, I was thinking about such a model for a drive-thru restaurant in my community. Is that a, not really. I mean, I would say that is no. So the answer is, okay, in this case, so here we got an error. Let's see what is happening here. Problem in Node agent, provide the returned error. Let's open this up. So I think this tried to do it on all the comments. It was 4. Yeah, we got different ones. Yes. So for the, let's just break this down. So for the first one, the restaurant idea, this is false. Comment is not great. For the second one, the comment was, can you build a transient VAPI voice agent or voice assistant instead of static one like this? Idea is true, and this is the comment. Great. The third one was, can you do an n8n connected with Blend AI or VAPI? True. n8n connected with Blend AI or VAPI. So it's also kind of summarizing that, removing some additional fluff words like hey Nick. True. This is, can you please make a full detailed tutorial on your AI module, that system user process I want to learn. In this case, it didn't summarize it. So, I mean, I'm good if that is the whole comment as well. Okay. The issue is that we ran into this error right here. And I believe this might have been because we're making too many requests, too quickly. I think so. Let's just break this down and use this loop over items. So instead of doing it 20 at a time, there will be some time like waiting between the steps. So here I'm going to loop this. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to add a sleep here. Let's add 2 seconds. And what I want here is to have multiple routes. So if we think about it, if the output of this is that this is true, if it's false, we don't want to do anything with that comment. If it's true, might as well save that into Airtable. So let's add, okay, let's add a wait here, and then let's wait after. So let's add an if, And let's spin some data as well, so we'll have something to work with. So let's spin this, spin. Let's loop over item, okay. And let's test this. Just for now, let's add a limit of 1. Okay, so now we get 1 item, which will then be able to loop over. So the loop over will not do anything specifically at this stage, because we're just looping over the 1 item. But once we remove that, it will then go through each item one at a time. So let's test this. And let's see if we get an answer here. Okay, so this worked successfully. And we got is content idea is false and the comment is not. Great. So convert binary data to JSON. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for here. I think I'm looking for this. So is it possible to map that dot? Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is just swap this with the open router model, and I'm going to say require output in a specific format. And to do that, I can then choose required type of structured JSON output. So in my case, it will be the output that I provided right here. Alternatively, I can just get around this by just using something like OpenAI. I think it would be easier anyway. So let's message a model. Let's output the content as JSON, which comes as part of this node. And let's provide the same prompt as we had before. So this is the system message. And let's add the user message. I think yep, does that and does that. Simplify output, sure. Connect as JSON or output as JSON. Let's use something like GPT 2.5, which I think should suffice. You create a video. Okay, great. So let's just leave this here for now in case we need it again. So now that we get the JSON output, we can analyze this is content idea. If we connect to if, and we say if this content idea is equal to true, actually I want that to be a boolean rather than a string. So here, we're just going to update that so the output is like that. So it's not a string, but rather a boolean. So let's test this. And here we got true as a boolean without quotes. So now, here I can say boolean is true. So if that is true, what we want is we want to go to, let's go to Airtable. And let's create a record. And what I'm going to do is in my Airtable, where I keep all my ideas, I'm going to create a new table, scrape content ideas, which will look something like this. So here I'll have the, let's have a think about this, the record ID, which is a formula. I'll have the video URL, where this was gotten from. So this is a URL. Let's put in the comment, which can be a long text. Let's have the YouTube video URL, the comment. Then we'll have a score, so which will be a number. I mean, this could be a, put a number here. Score, maybe we want score justification. And we could have a video book ID. I think that's pretty good to go. So here, if I choose my database, I'm going to choose the table, which is the scrape content ideas. I'm going to put in the stuff from before. So if I go here, I'll have the stuff I want to map. Let's see if we get the video ID in full. So that looks like the video URL, the actual comment, which will be that. We get the score, which will probably update later. We get the score justification again later, and video hook idea. Okay, so this should be done later. So let's just remove these for now. And let's just test this step. So here, if I go to my Airtable, I get the video URL and the comment. I was thinking about such a model for a drive-through restaurant in my community. Okay, great. So the next part is to keep adding to this. So we're going to give it a score and a score justification. So let's, in this case, since we're not outputting in, we are outputting in JSON, I guess. Yeah, so let's just duplicate this, connect it here. So this will be called, rather than OpenAI, it will be called video or comment classifier. This will be called the scoring system plus reasons why. Let me see if we're referencing this. Yeah. So here we need to update the comment because this now has a new name. So instead of get YouTube comments, actually, no, this was the one. Okay, no, we're good here. We might need to, no, I think this looks good. I mean, we'll test it later anyway, but let's just spin that data. So here, the prompt is, or it's related to the score and the score justification. So you are a helpful YouTube assistant that scores YouTube video ideas on a range of 1 to 10. 1 is these poor ideas that shouldn't be created, and 10 is the best ideas ever. Let's leave this part. I create videos on AI, automation, mix.com, n8n, etc. And let's change the user prompt. You return output in JSON as follows. Score. So this is score between 1 to 10. And reason why. And this is why you gave the score. And the input will be the actual comment from the comment classifier. So let's just drag and drop that. And now we get the comment. Obviously, I need to now execute this in order to test it out. So let's just test this and let's see what we get. So now here we got n8. And the reason why is that the video aligns well with your video channel topics. The topics that to interest your audience and generate good engagement. Okay, great. So now let's go to Airtable and let's update that record. Airtable. And I mean, potentially we could also use an agent here to just update, but it's also a one ping operation. So let's go Airtable, update record. This will be the same database as before. The list is called the last one, which was like scraped comments or something. Scraped content ideas. Let's match on record ID, which will get from our Airtable ID. So let's drag that in there. And all I'm going to update is the score and the reason why. So let's drag that there. And the reason why score justification. Great. Now, let's test this. And if we go back here, we now get that updated. Great. So what remains is the video hook idea. And the video I was watching, the guy was proof, promise, plan, or Mosey. So he was referencing this proof, promise, plan, which is a great way to start a video content, like anything you're creating where you want to stop people and get their attention. So here, let's see if we get this information of like being able to give some context as to what this proof promise plan is. Proof promise plan framework. Proof. Use borrowed and earned proof. Plan. Outline what you're gonna do in the post. Promise. Highlight what people will get from the post. Okay. I would like some more info on that though. The for you, for us, wide. Proof, promise, plan. Instead of saying what you're going to say, prove that you can deliver on the promise. Answer the question, why should I listen to you? Okay, this selects formula for effective intros. Prove, give people a reason to believe you. Promise, tell them what they're going to get. And plan, set expectations of what will happen. Okay, great. I mean, not a lot of context, but let's use that for now. If I go back here, I'm going to, let's set this as a variable. And let's call this PPP framework. And let's just insert that. This is the proof, promise, plan framework. I want to use this each time I create a new video hook. Instead of saying what you're going to say, prove that you can deliver on the promise. Under the question, why should I listen to you? This is effective for intros and works as such. So prove, give people a reason to believe you. I run an AI automation agency that helps businesses save time. I know you can put in whatever you have in your own specific situation and make more money through AI and automation. I also teach thousands of students in various communities how to implement these solutions in their business and apps. Promise, tell them what they're going to get. This is video specific. And plan 3 to 5 step-by-step points of what will happen in the video. Okay, so let's test that. That's great. Let's call this set up the TPP framework. So now I want to, let's use something like, I guess Gemini might be good here, or even DeepSeek, something like the reasoner model. If it's now available, let's see. Because last time I tried, it wasn't being found. Okay, I mean, yeah. Users chat, DeepSeek account, model reasoner. So yeah, this looks like it's not working. So let's go with that. And let's say the message, the system, you create great YouTube video hooks based on the PPP framework. Here's info on this. And I'll just drag this right here. So this is the system message. As for the user message, we're going to go back here. We're going to give it the, let's give it the comment and the, scoring system, specifically the reason why. So the comment will be the comment. Let's change to expression here. So here we have the comment, which will be, you can just grab that. which for some reason disappeared. We have the reason why I like this, which will be the reason why. I think that's pretty much it. Yep. So that's the step. Okay, taking its sweet time. And in the meantime, let me see if there's anything else I want to include. I mean, then if we get the answer as false here, this will obviously just loop back to the next item. This path is only followed if this agent or this thing here, this classifier, decides that it is a useful comment. So here we get this YouTube video hook using the PPP framework. So I've helped over 200 businesses automate workflows with AI, slashing costs by 40% and boosting revenue, including fast food chains and using drive-through automation. I've trained 5,000 students and communities like yours to deploy systems with tools like Make and n8n. This is in theory, is what I do daily. Promise, by the end of this video, you know exactly how to turn a local drive-through into an AI-powered cash cow, generating 8 to 12K per month with zero of overhead. Bit of a bold promise, I guess, since it knows nothing about whether we worked with local drive-thrus. But yeah, I'll even show you the numbers from my own tests. Here's the plan. So how I automate orders. I mean, not bad. It just needs to have more context on what we do. But yeah, let me just change to chat here, so it will be faster when I test this out. And all that remains here is another Airtable update record, which, I mean, technically it could be done at the end here. So not an issue at all, but let's just, since we're building like this, now add the video hook idea and just paste in the content from DeepSeek Rider. So this is update. I mean, yeah, let's leave it as is, whatever. Okay, yeah. Then we can, I mean, at this stage, I don't think we need to add a weight because the weight will be pretty much inbuilt in this route. So after that, we can just go back to the loop over items like that and like that. And then continue with the next item in line. So this will be done for the 20 comments, in this case, that are gotten from the 2 YouTube videos. What we could do before that is have, so instead of scraping just one YouTube channel like we're doing here, we could scrape multiple ones. So this could be its own thing, where it's scraping multiple YouTube channels to get different YouTube comments. But let's just test this out and see what we have so far. I can delete this, can delete that. And what I'm also going to do is, let's just move this here. Let's remove this limiter. So now we should be able to essentially go over the 20 comments that we got. And if they are good content ideation type of comments, we should be able to go through this route. If not, we go down the weight route and then go to the next video. So organize this a bit and organize that like so. What I'll also do is also add this here and add this here. Okay, ready to test. This is test workflow. Actually, one final thing. I just need to unpin what I have pinned here. So let's unpin that. So we got fresh data coming in. Also here, I might as well delete this. One thing I will add to make the system better is to check whether we already have comments for a specific YouTube video, because I don't want to keep getting the same ideas tested multiple times here. So we got the comments, or we got the videos, the latest videos. We're getting the YouTube comments from them, which should be 20 because we said 10 per video. And this is what we had already tested before. Then we're just saving the video comment information, removing everything else, and then we're just looping through those comments. So let's see. Okay, so first one is positive, and we get that right there. So this was, the comment is, weigh your calendars on February 24th. Okay, I don't know why this is a good idea though. Curious to see why it's a good idea to create a video on that. So let's look at that. Great idea to create a video on how to automate social media posting. Okay, let's just stop that for a second. Like, this is a good video idea. What's the benefit of using VAPI versus just 11 labs? But this, I'm curious as to why that got approved. Where's your calendar on February 2024? And here, okay, so this decided that great idea to create a video on how to automate social media posting using n8n. This would be valuable. It's a bit weird though. I'm curious why that got approved though. Creating a video on how to automate social media management. This video idea aligns well with your content niche. Social media marketing. I don't know, there's something that's kind of getting, that I hard coded. Let's have a look here. So here we're passing the input. Are we passing? I think we're passing the wrong comment. So if we look at the loop over items, okay. In run 1, we get why is your calendar on February 24? Okay, great. In run 1 here, create idea to create a video on how to run 1 and run 1. Okay, I'm a bit lost though as to why that. Okay, let's just update this so it's easier to figure out what's happening and debug. So here I'm going to add also original comment. And I'm going to insert that. Let's change to expression. And let's just pass along the comment itself. So we'll be able to debug what is happening. And what I'm going to do is just pin these items right here. So we won't have to scrape from scratch. So let's save, let's go back here, I'll zoom out, delete this, and let's run this test once more. Okay, so now the first one, false, false, and we got the first comment. So that's the drive-through comment. Okay, so that, I agree, is a good idea. What might also be beneficial is to include a mention of the actual video topic in the score justification. So we can also do that. Now let's see what happens next. So the drive-through one looks good. Now let's see what we have second. Can you build a transient VAPI voice agent? Okay. So let's run this. The difference between transient and static voice agent. So in this case, it's referring back to the comment in the score justification, which is what I was just referring to. Okay, that was kind of weird about the calendar 2024. Let's see if we run into that again. I don't know if I still want to have this DeepSeek creating the hook, to be honest, or like the whole intro, because it's taking quite a lot of time for videos that I might not end up using anyway. So that might be an additional step that is created at a later stage. Yeah, let's just do that. So let's just remove this, and from here, this will go away, this will go away, and this will just hook to the loop over item. Okay, so that's one thing. What I want here in the scoring system, as I said, is to say, I create a videos, okay, reason why you gave the score, referencing the original comment. Perfect. Let's save. Let's test again. We can delete these two. Okay, we got the why is your calendar on February 24th again. So this is now working much faster. I'll have a look at the calendar 2024 in a second, but let's just see what's happening here. Transient voice. Okay. Can you do n8n with blend or wrapping? Great. So this is referencing the original comment as well. Tutorial on AI module. Okay, so this is referencing that well. Can you do voice bot? Can you make this in n8n? I mean, all the things that are being passed through seem to be actual good comments in terms of content ideas. So we've only got two that got pulled or that got stopped. 4 items, 10 and 4. Scheduling an appointment is easy, but canceling the appointment is hard. I'm struggling to create a function that cancels the appointment. This is a fantastic video idea. Teaching how to create a function to cancel appointments. Yep, I like these. I mean, maybe this wouldn't be any good. Like, there needs to be a solution to like scribble in your iPad with an Apple Pencil instead of a mouse. You got a score of 7, and that's the lowest rated one, so that makes sense as well. If you hire an editor, you can spend out less time. You spend out less time making content while also focusing on higher ROI opportunities. So this is a fantastic idea that resonates with content creators and business owners. So offers practical advice on improving efficiency and maximizing returns, which can be valuable to your audience. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't score it a 9, so I would go back and define the scoring system as well. And I would also make it tighter in terms of what passes and what doesn't. And obviously, I didn't spend a lot of time here in terms of the classification. I just said I'm interested in these areas, AI, automation, make.com, n8n, etc., and left it quite open. So that can be made much tighter as well. So here we got 15 items that got approved, 5 that got disapproved. What I'm curious about is this calendar in February 2024. So here the justification is the idea of showcasing a futuristic calendar application aligns perfectly with your content. It offers educational value by demonstrating the utilization of cutting-edge technology in planning and organizing tasks. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that's pretty relevant. Anyway, so let me delete this since I won't be using it. Then I'll also potentially sort this by score. So let's sort by score. Let's sort 9 to 1, so descending. And now I get the best ideas first. So this can give me ideas about new videos I can create. And that's pretty much it. So in terms of updating this, as I said, we can take it a step further by adding multiple YouTube channels. So there's an additional step where we scrape different content creators and then pass along their videos to this. So instead of 2 items here that are gotten from just this one, we can get multiple items from multiple YouTube channels if we wanted more comments. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, apart from just making sure that this is more in line in terms of the comments that are approved, the score, and the justification, making it more in line with the type of content that we want to let through. So yeah, this is the content system that I'll be using and updating as I go along, even for my own YouTube channel. I hope you found this video useful as I thought about and kind of described what I was building, testing, iterating, fixing errors that came up and all that. If you did, hit the link in the description to grab the blueprints. In the meantime, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and do all the fancy YouTube stuff to ensure you don't miss any future videos. And if you want to learn how to use AI and automation in your business, in the link in the description, there's also information about that. So hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one.